Hey everyone, welcome back to our 3D project planning series. I'm Laisha Daly, Head of Product Marketing here at 3D Cloud by Marxent, and we have now approached the next step in our journey around 3D projects, which is building the 3D Project Charter. So the 3D Project Charter is really an extension of the business case for 3D investment. Whereas the business case is helping to secure funding for your project, the 3D Project Charter is really helping to align the organization. But this is really about getting organizational buy-in, understanding the measures of success, the roles and responsibilities, and what are the next steps required in terms of milestones and deliverables. There are some must-have elements in your 3D Project Charter. Just like you had for your business case, there are a couple of these that overlap with the Project Charter. First and foremost is your vision and your mission, your objectives for the project. The next is really around the measures of success. So when the project is done, how will your organization know that it was a successful initiative, that it secured return on investment? The next portion of the 3D Project Charter is really around understanding the scope, the functional requirements, the technical requirements, or business requirements required for this project to come to fruition. Your next step is really on identifying the different roles and responsibilities for the project team, the implementation team, whether that's done in-house or as a partnership with a vendor, making sure that those roles and responsibilities are clear and understood by the full team. Your next one is really around the key milestones and deliverables. So again, these are the mile markers or the milestones that help you make sure that you're keeping the project on track, and what are the expected deliverables from this initiative. And finally, project risks. So there are some risks with every project, so you need to make sure that you have captured, at least to the best of your ability, with the information that you have at this point in time, around what are the things that could potentially go wrong in the project, and how might you mitigate those ahead of time. The purpose of the 3D Project Charter is really a way to capture the vision, the objective, what does success look like, what the project scope is, what are those milestones and deliverables, who's responsible for what, and making sure that you have a proactive plan to mitigate or reduce risk along the way. It's an important document, an important step in your 3D project journey to make sure everybody is aligned at the very front of what you intend to accomplish and how this is going to be measured from a return on investment perspective. This one we covered why a 3D Project Charter is important and some of the must-have elements. Go ahead and make sure you hit subscribe so you can get our next video in this topic around the 3D Project Charter, a little bit of a deeper dive into those must-have elements and the components of that charter.